we're live there.
That's true.
Hey guys, this is Hyra Zucker, and you are a certified personal trainer.
Yes, I am.
And your life revolves around helping people eat better and move better and stretch better.
Yeah.
Lose weight, gain weight if they need, get stronger. Like, you have the answers or the key to 1,000 questions that both I have and everyone out there has as well. I just got certified recently. I've been training for a long time and I love it. Like, what I love about it is the transformation process, is watching someone go through that.
Oh my God, the progress is like so small, but when it happens, it's like, it's just so huge. Like,
right?
To see someone being able just to like hold their posture better while they're moving. And even to say like I don't even like, if they're able to like do this or that without feeling pain, it's just, I don't know, it's just really, it's like, you know, I was a part of that. I was a part of like having like you're on your fitness journey, and it's just like so beautiful. I love it.
How long have you been training?
Well, I've been working out since like probably like 10 years. Ever since I was young, I always played softball, volleyball. I was always on the team.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Softball, volleyball.
I was studying.
Of course you were.
No,
I was actually captain of my high school basketball team.
You were?
Yeah. I always had a passion for fitness and working out. It was just a way of relieving stress and just, I don't know, getting me in the zone. I was able to always think better after like kind of playing. Like if I went outside for a run or played with my friends, I would go back home, be able to study better. But you know, moving
so you
forward,
kind of got it before anyone else did, because that's really it. Most people don't get that, and then they get to a point where it's too late and they never get a chance to play again or to have the time to go exercise before they come in and do their work or whatever.
I think that's what it is. Like when I train with my clients, I always try to make it a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Because it's like that's what we're doing essentially. Like you're moving weights and you're there's a lot of benefits, which, you know, but that's not all to working out.
Right.
You know, you wanna feel great. You wanna feel the blood rushing and the energy flowing throughout your body, and just given that, it's just, you know, it's just this goodness that comes out because you just feel like exhilarated.
Of course.
You know?
And Lance, as questions come in, just let me know if anyone.
we'll do it
has
right
any.
now. I have the next guest asking, where do I go?
No, when you're done. Whatever.
I'm done, okay. Yeah.
I find though that, I mean, let's face it, most people come to work out because they come to you, they want to lose weight. And I feel like there are 1,000 different trainers with 1,000 different mantras and 1,000 different plans, and some people say you have to eat before you work out, some people say you don't. Some people say you want to weight lift and weight train, other people say no, cardio's better, some people say lift light weights, some people say heavy weights. I mean, how do you kind of fish through all of that and come up with the right answer for your clients?
That's a good question. It's pretty much you got to get to know the person. You have to see what works for them. What is your routine? How are you feeling? Are you feeling lightheaded? Are you feeling dizzy? Like when you get up in the morning? Because if that's the case, then maybe you should eat something. But if you're a person that could get up and just start going, even though, I mean, I don't recommend it, but if that's what if that's going to get a person in the gym and to establish a healthy routine, then I say do it. But you know, you're going to probably want to eat afterwards. Can you ask that question again?
No. I'm always curious what your approach is when you're sitting down with a new client, because they come to you with, they've Googled, they've watched The Biggest Loser, they've followed this, they did this diet. Like, there's so much information out there. And is it your job to like strip it all down and start fresh again?
Not strip it out, but more it's like navigating. It's like, well, what information do you have, and has it served you well? Has it benefited you?
Okay.
And if not, how can we tailor it, you know, given what I know, so that we could create something that's more beautiful or that's more efficient for your body.
Okay.
So people would tell me, I'm trying to think of a story, like, a lot of people know about health and fitness. Like, you know, a lot of people are aware of, like, you know, don't eat sugar or, you know, carbs and, like, what is healthy. I think what a lot of people struggle with is the behavioral change, is, you know, kind of stepping up and creating this new habit where...
making it part of your life.
Yeah. And it's easy to say, like, well, you got to just change your lifestyle, you know, like,
right.
But yet there's so much work that's required, and how does it fit in your life? Because, you know, you might meet someone where they work so hard, they might work like around the clock, and it's hard for them to like pull themselves away to just have their own time.
Right.
You know, and that's one thing I always tell a lot of my clients. I'm like, you know, this is your time. Like, you're here for an hour or 30
Shut
minutes.
everything else off.
Yeah.
Be here.
Be
You're
here.
going to be here.
Focus in on your body. Like, listen to yourself. And you're in it. Even your behavior, your mood, it just shifts.
Right. So it affects your mind?
It's so good. Yeah, it does affect your mind 100%. And it's, you know, for people who, I mean, I don't want to say athletes, but, you know, just anyone who's like working, they might, have you ever noticed, like, when you're just like not thinking of anything else, you're just kind of focused in on what you're doing? I believe working out actually strengthens that part of your like neuroreceptors into your brain, so it helps you get in the zone a lot faster. And it's because,
break that down. What does that mean?
I don't know if it's like, I don't know if anyone, okay, when you cook, like, if you're cooking, have you ever, like, kind of felt like everything was, like, timeless? And that you were just, like, just cooking?
Like, you were done, and all of a sudden you're like, wow, I just did that entire meal, I don't even know what I'm doing.
You're like, what was it, an hour or 20 minutes? I'm not sure. All you know is you were in it, you were submerged into it, you were enjoying it, and that's a skill, and that's a skill people can practice.
That's
and
a
train.
Good thing to be able to sort of get lost in time.
Oh yeah. It's well, you don't want to like just kind of be floating around into space. You know, you want to always ground yourself, but being able to like kind of shift your focus and focus on whatever the task is.
Okay.
There's I guess there's this mind and body connection that comes with that, and when you have that, you tend to feel more grounded and more yourself. And I experienced that through training, through like not just training my clients, but just also working out for myself. Like, I tend to find it as kind of like a practice of like meditation in a way.
But are you following a plan, or are you just going from a piece of equipment to equipment?
No, I have my routine set. I worked with the guys, even like they've helped me kind of clean up my routine ever since I started working at the arena. Mm-hmm. My training, I guess, has changed like drastically. Like, I used to just kind of get on the treadmill, and then I used to lift weights, you know, whatever my coach used to tell me. I went to Pace University, and I played softball there. So whatever our trainer told us to do, I would just do that, but not know why or understand what the reason was. And not until I realized that I have a passion for this, that I've had these questions, and I want to learn more, that I started learning more, and I realized that I'm kind of derailing. I'm losing track.
Barb actually says she gets lost in time on Pinterest.
Oh yeah, Pinterest is great. Yeah.
Sure. And Chantel actually has a question about. She heard recently about drinking coffee before a workout.
Oh.
Is this something is a good thing? Is it beneficial to be doing that?
It's I wouldn't recommend drinking coffee. I think because naturally your heart is going to start pumping and racing. Like, just given. You know, once you warm up and you get into the workout, I don't see. But I mean, if you need coffee,
see, I love coffee before I work out.
Oh, okay.
And nothing else. Like, I'll have a cup of coffee, a little almond milk, go down, kick a little ass, come back up, brag about it a little, you know, do my thing, and
that's beautiful.
Coffee is all I need. But your guy Charlie, by the way, we should say she works at the arena. Yeah. We always have Charlie on in White Plains. Charlie's like, no coffee. No, you know, have protein before you go down. Yeah. So everyone has something different. The space is so cluttered, don't you think?
Oh yeah. You got it comes down to what works for you. Like, I wouldn't usually. I'm a morning person. Well, I'm not really a morning person, but I like to wake up in the morning and work out. And I actually just quit coffee. I'm trying to stop drinking it.
Why?
I know. I don't know why. Sometimes I just want to challenge myself, and I'm choosing to do it through coffee.
Okay, give up carbs or something.
I have. I'm not the best with that though. Like, I still occasionally have my carbs. Yeah. It's really the bagels. I love bagels, and like.
Of course. So. Nobody doesn't love bagels.
Yeah. So with the coffee, like before I quit coffee, I would drink it, but I would have some time in between. Like, I'd have my snacks, and then once I feel ready, I would warm up, start my workout, and then do my cool down. So. And I always felt great.
Do you want questions as they come in?
Yeah.
What's the best form of protein besides eggs?
Best form? I mean, there's also like plant-based protein. I know peas. I've been really getting into protein shakes, and that's really because I love chocolate milk and I don't want to drink chocolate milk. Instead, I get chocolate protein shake, and that's like my way of like kind of
What is that?
enjoying it.
Like a protein?
Protein shake?
That's whey protein.
Oh,
no,
whey
I
protein.
do the plant-based.
So you do plant-based
Yeah.
protein. That's the thing you do for
So
vegans.
plant-based protein shake?
Yeah.
So that's not chocolate.
It is chocolate.
You can't have it on this diet. Let's just put it
Oh,
that
okay.
way.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So-
can't, why not?
It's chemical. There's chemicals in it.
It is, and that was
Okay.
hard for me to switch to that because I'm really into whole food.
So what do you do for protein besides eggs?
A lot of chicken, fish. Those are like my two favorites.
What about for breakfast?
I usually do eggs, and I'll throw spinach, mushrooms, asparagus. I've been having fun throwing that in there.
But no other protein for breakfast, really.
No, I mean I did play with. I play with food. I don't like, so I'm trying to explore more of what's good to eat and to put into my body,
Yeah.
and just to kind of enrich myself. I've played with hemp seed, flax seed, like different types, chia seeds, goji berries. I've been really having fun with that. They're really good. Once you find something you love and you enjoy eating, and it's good for you, just dive into it. Learn how to create more food with it.
Right.
It's like it's the best way to kind of make it your own and to like.
Sure.
But education is key. You got to learn first, like what works for you, what works for your body,
And what's good for you.
Exactly, and like and keep doing it.
What else, Lance?
The next question was actually the one. So shakes,
Yeah.
like we don't have them on the
We're doing. Let me just explain.
on the
Okay.
diet.
Lance and I.
But like, is
half
it
from
something that's
America.
on, like on the diet? Just like in general, like I eat a lot. Like on the diet, on the regular diet, I ate a
Say
lot
the whole
of.
sentence.
On the regular diet, I was on the thinner and 30 diet. I actually ate a lot of yogurt.
Right.
But yogurt is not on this.
Correct.
And it seems
so
like
you're
this
gonna have to
protein
come
shake
off
thing.
of that to go
Right, but
on
so
to
this is stuff that there's some stuff that might be decent for you generally.
Yeah.
But that we're ruling out a lot of good
Just
stuff.
for a month. Just for a month. You can go back to yogurt.
Okay, so now having said that, so shakes completely off the diet.
Unless
But
you want to do almond milk.
But for those
almond
people who
butter,
aren't joining
fruit.
the diet,
People who aren't joining the diet. Yeah,
is it
protein
good to have a
powder's
protein shake or
Sure.
a protein bar? And this?
Yeah, I wouldn't make them all meal replacement
Yeah.
shakes.
Well, like
but
I'm just
they're-
nervous that I don't know. I assume 80% of the people are going to do the diet with us, but for the other 20% of the people who aren't doing the diet with us, like assume we could help their habits also just while they're
Yes,
in
a
the
protein shake is great. It's a good way to
It's-
fill you up. You can
yeah.
get some fruits and veggies in there.
It's like a quick way. It's a supplement. You never really want to replace food with anything in a package. You always want to have whole food.
Right.
But if you're on the go and you need something quick and you're like, oh, like I'm so hungry. I mean, typically I would grab like a protein bar that's low in sugar, high in protein.
Yeah.
And find something again that's good for you.
Okay, are we counting calories?
On this diet?
I would say on two things, on the diet and on the
In
regular
real life?
in real life.
Look, it's such an open-ended question. Are you can't? I'm sorry. I'm
No.
just answering it. You go.
No,
ahead.
go ahead. Yeah.
It depends what your goal is. Are you trying to lose weight? Sure, you should count calories. How many are you taking in? How many are you burning? What do you do? How do you move? What are you eating? That's one way to figure it out. Are you not looking to lose weight? Then you should be at a good place where your body's going to be able to use the fuel you give it and process it the right way. On our thing, starting on Sunday, we are not counting calories.
We can just like pig
It's
out.
gonna be okay. Yeah, go ahead and you pig out on your carrots and your broccoli. You come back to me when your third pig out.
I'm
on
gonna
the
pig out on my
asparagus. You come
steak
back
and
to
my.
me.
You now said I can go to Burger King and have hamburgers.
Okay, I really would rather you just.
I wasn't planning on that until today's show, but like I'm gonna go from Burger King to Wendy's.
Don't
I'm gonna
do that. Don't do
What's the problem?
Did you grow up like?
Yeah.
Did you go to
I
like
grew up
Brooke
kosher.
College and you went to like a yeshiva?
I grew up kosher, yeah.
Do you even know what fast food
I
is?
didn't know. So that actually, this was the greatest thing. So when I stopped keeping kosher, my son actually asked me a question. He's like, "Dad, the $5 footlong is it as good as it looks?"
Why? Because he's still kosher.
He's still kosher, yeah.
Yeah.
He's very-
You've set quite an example for your
I'm
children.
a
there,
horrible
Lance.
parent.
No.
I apologize. I'm as bad as it gets. But I
You're
love my
absolutely
my
not.
kids and my parents.
Yeah.
And me.
And In you, yes. As
Most
much
of the
as you
time.
love me. As much as
one
As much
could love.
as much as one can possibly
With all
love.
the crap that I give you.
Yeah, you don't give me
you know,
enough.
I'm not, the calorie counting, I think it works for some people, and other people, I think, just as you said, like, you want to go based off of, like, just eating healthy and seeing what works for you. I think some people get really scientific, and it tends to get really tedious, like, because I've tried, like, calorie counting, and just to see, like, well, is it going to work? And I just ended up getting annoyed and realizing, you know, I would rather just kind of learn more about food and read more and just practice and see what works for me. And that's how I've learned that you know, wheat is not my favorite. It doesn't sit well with me. Dairy products, it just bloats me, and I don't feel well. I always feel very heavy.
Okay, so you're lucky. You not lucky, but I'm saying you have a reason to want to avoid some of the things that other people have a really hard time avoiding.
Some other questions here. I don't know if this is a good question for you guys, but what is your best health advice for women in menopause?
A lot of menopausal questions.
Yeah, the hormones are crazy. Be patient, I would say, and just really kind of plan. Because it's easy because you're going through a lot. It's easy to kind of just be like, oh, like, forget it. I'm just gonna go for whatever it is that I know is gonna be bad for me, and not serve me well. So just plan. Like, have the good stuff at the house, easy to grab. Talk to your girlfriends, your friends, just because I know it's a process to go through menopause.
I don't know that much about menopause. I'm sure it's like right around the corner for me.
It's like, yeah, I've met a few women who had menopause, and
they hate it.
Yeah, and they just can't take off the weight. It's so hard, and they're just like, and it's because of the hormones. They're all like kind of wacky, and you know, trying to get that in balance, it's challenging. I mean,
hormone stuff is real.
Like,
you're like, why is it so hard being a woman? Like, it's
pretty challenging. Yeah.
You just get over one thing. You're like, okay, if we're finally done with our period, all right, now we can enjoy the good life. And then menopause is like, oh, I don't think so, sweetheart. Hold on a second while I get my hands on you.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, why are men made so well and women?
Oh, that's hilarious. You're hilarious. You're hilarious. You're very funny and hilarious at the same time. That's what you are.
How's
you have
your
another
team
question
doing?
there?
Yeah. How's your team? How's your team?
My team's fantastic.
Yeah? Any
I'm in my
recruiting
prime.
action last
No
night?
recruiting last night. No recruiting last night. The debate.
Bar Best Right says, what's a good exercise for someone like me who's not been active for many years and wants to start up again? 1 second. Rebecca says men have their periods too.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah.
All the time.
I'm sorry, guys. Yeah.
Speaking of periods,
I don't have my period, but I think, you know, men are not passionate about that. I mean, once a month, your uterus lining falls on the floor.
Yeah.
Right? You know, we get our penis caught in one zipper.
Yeah.
Right? And we're out for weeks.
No.
Right? So think about the genitalia function. It's the same thing. Right?
Speaking of
It's all
genitalia.
genitalia.
It's all genitalia all the time.
Gentle with the genitalia.
Larry's our next guest.
What
by the way.
the hell were we talking about?
Exercise. She wanted to know. Walking. I would recommend walking at first. At least like try to work yourself up to 30 minutes. You could do maybe twice out of the week, and then just build yourself up to 3 times. If you're interested in resistance training, I wish I could see you to see how you move, to really recommend something just perfect for you. But the more, even like flexibility, resistance training, I would do like light weights, multi-joint movements, so not so many like bicep curls. It would be more like the pushing, chest press, pulling, squatting, so sitting and standing.
Here, let's be more specific to really help someone out. So how about this? Take a chair, and I want you to keep your legs shoulder width apart, and then without too much movement, I just want you to, in one movement, stand right up, okay? And then I want you to sit down without making any noise on the chair, okay? Then come back up again, then sit down.
1 second for our date with Connor.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Connor's practicing.
Connor's into it. Connor, let's see.
Let's go up, down.
Look at that squat.
Now do it. Now, Connor, I'd love you to do it 50 times, but I'd like to press all your weight through your heels, okay?
I want
Not
you to
on
do
your
the full
toes.
pyramid.
I'd love him to do the full pyramid.
What's the full pyramid?
The 10 exercises. The 10 exercises I did over there. Yeah, Lance almost had a heart attack.
I don't know.
Oh, 1 second.
I figured out how to do this as a 50-year-old Jewish guy.
Let me see. Yes! That's what I'm... Now you know how to do it.
A fresca, please.
Right. 49 more times and you are going to be set and have laryngitis.
That with your working things. Fresca.
Okay. So he knows how it's done, and that's probably how most people sound in my household. Do that 20 times. Don't fall down into the chair, stand up, and then go for a walk. And don't just walk for time, walk with a purpose. So get a little cheap pedometer and count your steps so you're accountable for what you do. And start with that. Those are two things. Or push yourself off a wall. You don't have to do push-ups. Stand 4 feet off a wall and push yourself a little bit. And right? Those are some good ideas.
And actually, let me just add one from the peanut gallery.
Please.
Because it's something I actually learned from you. Every time I was thinking about this last night. Every time I see a staircase now, I take 2 steps at a time.
Good.
Oh, good.
Every single time. Like by now, it's like second nature. I even take it on the way down. I take them 2 steps at a time.
No way.
Yeah. So it's like
Awesome.
that actually just like helps.
Skillful.
And even though I'm a 52-year-old Jewish man, and what?
You skipped 2 steps on your way down?
On my way down.
That's really impressive.
Yeah.
At the end, the dismount's got to get ready.
It's like, and no, I get really messed up when there's like an odd number of stairs. I'm like, I try to go around the bend.
It's really funny. It's really funny.
That's when you go in parkour, you do like a little, do a little spin, like,
Right.
a roll.
I'm sorry, I have a few more things here.
All right.
Okay, so Amy says she just wanted to say to you, Jenna, that she loves your approach to health and fitness.
Thank
You're very
you.
inspirational.
Thank you very much.
Tara says she's had her thyroid removed,
Here we go.
and now
again.
she's having a hard time getting weight off. When I count calories, I seem to limit myself too much. What are some other eating tricks than counting calories?
Just knowing like the portion size, like there's like those little cheat, like if it's like you could eat this much, or you could look at your finger. I have like a little chart that I go by, and I can't remember.
So I do an Altoid tin full of almonds. That's your allotment for the day. You can't eat more than that. If I'm going to do cereal or pasta or anything that I know is not great for me, I eat it in a coffee mug. So I know I can't eat any more than just that. I always eat dinner on a small salad plate rather than a big, gigantic, big-ass plate where you can really pile it up. Little things will get you, will sort of make bigger strides for you, I think. Do you agree?
Totally, yes.
You're laughing at me.
No,
That's
you
cool.
said ass.
I said
I wasn't
ass.
sure if that was like a
Ass. Ass. I couldn't say it on the Today Show. Now I can say it like 3 times in a row. Ass. Bigly. I said bigly, and I'm saying ass. A lot of good things are happening today. This is quite an eventful show.
Barb says she needs to lose a ton of weight. We should make her the example. We should fly her to New York City once a month and transform her.
Nice.
Okay.
And then we
You
can
do
fly her to
realize,
Greece.
Barb, I know, right? Barb, you realize what it takes. I think a lot of people feel like, pick me. I want to, all the weight to come off. There's an obscene amount of work that goes into that. There's nothing easy about it. These guys that are on the Biggest Loser Ranch, it's misery. It is pure misery. They've got them on like 800-900 calories a day. They're working out 6 hours a day. Their body's falling apart. I mean, it's not easy, fun, or delightful to do the quick transformation. It's wonderful when it finally happens, but I
could actually be the face of the Jenna Wolf show, before and after.
Are you the after? I don't even remember what you looked like.
I had a beard.
You were like
I looked like Saul from Homeland.
Jewish Santa Claus. You were like Mandy Patinkin.
Yeah.
Actually, instead of having a flyer, if she could walk back and
then
forth,
maybe she could do it herself.
She would be burning the calories.
Do it yourself, yeah.
The airplane is not a place to lose weight.
I don't want to be a
Those snack
vehicle.
foods, right?
Exactly.
Where's she coming from?
I think she's coming from New Jersey. No, I don't
If she
know.
walked across the George
I don't know
Washington,
She
what
would be
she's- I don't
set.
know
every
what
day
she's
to
doing.
come here,
Every day.
that would burn the calories.
You know what? Do
Marcy Olin is saying that she's always your before.
that. Marcy always wants to be the before. I've given Marcy a number of different ideas, and I've done them with her, but we only last a couple weeks. Marcy, you got to do this thing with us on
Barb
Sunday.
lives in Iowa.
Iowa, yeah.
Oh, but
So if she walks here, it would work.
Marcy
Even if
was
she-
supposed to be on the show today, but she was too busy to come on the show, remember?
Right.
See, we could have been talking about you, Marcy. You could have been here.
Marcy,
You're gonna
what are you
have to come on
doing next week?
next- We need you, Marcy.
We need you, Marcy.
Trust me.
Lauren wants to see Lance's after face.
After face? He's got a good after face.
After what?
Varies. Fire's gonna be smoking here. So.
All right, well, this is good. This is all good information. I think people have a ton of questions, and I
Wait,
think
my
the
after
people.
face?
Yeah, what's your after face? Out. Just out. Out. Now, listen,
And I'm always, I'm always like, what's after?
I know, right? Thank you for coming by and for chatting with us. As you can see, like they're the questions that keep on giving, because we ask the same questions all the time, and it's those who choose to heed our advice and take some time to actually put the effort in. It's when it happens.
Barb says she's hilarious, that you'd love her.
I have no doubt, Barb.
Lauren, actually, in fairness to you, my after face is actually on the Jenna Wolf Show Instagram page. This is my plug for the Jenna Wolf Show Instagram page, which we just started.
The Jenna Wolf Instagram page.
Jenna Wolf Show.
The Jenna Wolf, that's right.
There's a
You
Jenna
put all
Wolf
the pictures
Instagram
of
page, which I
yeah,
presume most people know about, but there's a Jenna Wolf Show Instagram page now also.
where we have all the guests.
Right. Barb from Iowa is saying that she's hilarious, that we would love her.
Yeah, I have no doubt, since I just said that, but tell me again.
Right.
Every day. This goes on. Every day. I mean, with Lance, not with
Lance,
Barb from
yeah.
Iowa.
I was like,
I'm like all over the place. All right, so I'm gonna end the segment.
Thank you so much.
Can we take our picture for the
So,
aforementioned
I'm so
Instagram
sorry,
page?
I know that your last name is Zucker, and I want to say your first name is Hyra.
Hyra.
It's close. Hyra Zucker works at the Arena in White Plains, an awesome wellness place. Go there, figure it out, figure out what you need to get done to get yourself back on track. These guys are as good as it gets in the business. So if Charlie's watching, make sure you heard everything I just said. If you're not watching, just go see Hyra. Trust me, she's amazing. Thank
I'm
you
actually
very
going
much.
to do a new thing now. I'm going to actually take the Instagram picture on Instagram. On the.
Whoa.
Okay, well,
Should I do that or no?
you and your bad self. Okay,
That's
Lance.
called integration.
No,
I'm
it's
like-
called a thing to do.
Thank
Maybe
you.
not. I thought about it. Let's take a picture.
Nice to meet you. Can we take a quick picture?
Yeah.
Lance, please, can I ask you a favor? Even though you laughed at me yesterday, can you just, hey, 1, 2, 3, or can you smile? Like, I didn't like any of the pictures you took because I didn't smile at any of them yesterday. One was like this. Remember? Because you're like, oh, you should just always be ready.
Okay.
So just say, you should.
So,
He's got a point.
I don't know if he does.
That might not be a foul.
Come take a picture.
So is this like, do you do this for how long?
4 hours
Yeah,
every
for
day.
4 hours.
I have the same thing.
Yeah.
The other half is
Like, pick up, I go to the restaurant.
Yeah.
then it's really good.
Yeah.
Facebook page.
smile.
Thank you.
You're on Lance's camera.
Sorry, thank you.
Smiling?
Hold that car.
I was like growling.
I know. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks for having me. I hope I
Yeah,
contributed.
that's great. Yeah, that's great. Nope, they're all good. Some smile.
Alright. Here you're on
Yeah.
Yeah. Give it the alternate.
Where's my, I'm gonna walk right in front of here. It's completely professional. Of course. Are you kidding? Could it be more casual? I'm not sure. How are you doing?
Doing well.
Let me just get.
No, I this
Like you do that.
Me, Lance?
Is there,
Yeah, it's
Wait,
amazing.
how did it go? Any experience?
Wait,
Just 20 years.
Lance? Good.
Mark up stuff.
He's a good guy. Dysfunctional, but phenomenal guy. Right, Sir Lancelot?
I am. You're a phenomenal
Anything
guy.
on 220?
I couldn't get on. So like I'm not on. I was just like, so
So you did what?
I have a theory.
Yeah?
I prevent myself from getting divorced and just never get married.
Oh yeah, why aren't you allowed to?
It says your access to this board has been blocked by the administration. I checked my computer and it's saying that.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe they know you're a guy?
Yeah.
Although they checked Lance's. Anyway, Larry, how are you?
Good, pretty good.
So Lance and I met at the turn of the millennium.
Really?